Hi everybody, this is me, Zesta Herbal Soap Skincare and Lifestyle. Welcome back to my channel once again. I'm happy to be here with you. Today I'll be answering a question by Mrs. Peace. And Mrs. Peace says, let me read her question. She says, my bar soap, okay, my hot process soap always shrink when dried. What should I do? She also asked that butter always my bar soap always gets watery as soon as I add soda ash, and I don't know what to do. That is by Peace. Now, Peace, from your question, I think the problem is in formulation. Okay, you do not get your recipe right. You do not formulate it right. Okay, because adding of soda ash to your bar soap is not supposed to make your soap watery. If you actually measured your water and your soda ash well, you measured your water and your caustic soda well, it's not supposed to get watery. Another thing I will suggest is you do there's a method I've shown in one of my videos in which I added my calcium, mixed it with my oils before adding my soda ash, and then before adding my caustic soda. I think next time follow that procedure. Put in your soda and put in your in which I added my calcium first, mixed it with my oils before adding my soda ash, mixing it and then adding my caustic soda. What I'm talking about now is not in dry form, the already diluted and fermented one. Okay, so you can try using that method. Okay, what I'm suggesting is next time you're making your soap, measure, get your calculations right, get your oils right, your caustic soda right, your calcium or kaolin, or if you're not even if you're not putting that one, get your oils right, your soda ash right, your caustic soda right, the water you're supposed to dilute in it. If you're using hydrometer method, you do it well. If you're calculating it, fine, do it well. Make sure you're getting your recipe correct. Okay, then when you do that, pour in your pour in your soda ash, mix it first with your oils. When it turns to like pap and it has mixed properly, you now pour in your caustic soda and pour in slowly. And as you're pouring, you're mixing. As you're pouring, you're mixing. You're supposed to get you're supposed to get a good trace after that, and your soap is not supposed to get watery. Okay, after you do that, you can now pour it into your mold, leave it for 24 hours before cutting. Okay, then for your hot process soap shrinking, I also believe it is not far from your formulation also. You have too much water in your hot process soap, or you do not cook your hot process soap long enough. Okay, one thing with hot process soap is if you know how to make hot process soap, you don't have to cook your hot process soap for up to 2 hours or up to 1 hour for your hot process soap to be okay. Okay, especially if you're doing bar soap. If you get your calculations right, you're not supposed to spend that much time. The heat is just there to act like a catalyst to fast forward the reaction between your oils and your lye. Is it not so? So that your soap your soap cures on time. Okay, that is a reducing curing time. Is it not so? So that is the essence of you cooking it. Okay, the heat acts like a catalyst. So what I would suggest is get your calculations right, and then next time don't use in too much water in your hot process soap. Okay, use the right amount of water that you would have used if you were making cold process soap. Use that same amount of water. Okay, then cook your soap, and when you're cooking your soap, do it over a gentle flame so that your soap will not volcano. Okay, don't use too much water. Some people believe that they should put too much water so that the soap will cook and cook and cook and cook and cook. No, you don't need to do that. Oh, honestly, you don't need to do that. So that is what I'll suggest to you. Then another thing I will add is, I don't know what you put in your soap. Perhaps you put things like waxes. If you add waxes to your soap, at times these waxes, waxes, they tend to shrink when they cool down. And especially if you cool them down very fast, they tend to shrink. So as they are shrinking, they are also shrinking the soap. Okay, so if you're adding waxes to your soap, you have to be careful. What is the amount of wax you're adding? What is the kind of wax you're adding? Okay, then another thing I'd like you to know is that shrinkage is caused by low density, decrease in density when the water evaporates and leaves your soap. Okay, and leaves your soap for you. Okay, remember that anytime we make our soap, our water actually goes and leave only our lye and oils. That is what remains in our soap. Okay, so that when your water evaporates, the soap have to shrink when it dries because there is a decrease in density. So for you to avoid that, use the right amount of water. Okay, use the right amount of water. So I think this is what I have to say. If you still have any question, don't worry, ask me. And if there's a need for me to help you in any way, just let me know. Okay, so well, I think I don't have any other thing to say. So guys, see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like my video. Don't forget to comment. I love you all. Bye.